The ghoul in the graveyard. The ghost in the machine. And the monster that man made. The internet isn't dead. Long live the internet. Oh, that's not quite the whole picture? Fair enough. But we are far from dead. If anything, more akin to undead. Now you might be asking, hey man, that's me, what's up? Hey man, aren't undead, as an idea, kind of predicated on the fact that they were once alive? Well, first of all, shut up. This will make a much better title. Second off, we'll clear it up in the main body of the work. And third, and most important, and I cannot impact this enough, always have a third point. Even if it may say nothing, it'll sound like it did. Hey, kind of like AI. Best bullshitter in the bar, that one. Cheers. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Man Needs a Code, with a quick reminder to not let anyone, be they man or machine, tell you what to like or sub to. You see, back in the day, trolling was done by actual people. And there was an understanding that even though negative things attract our attention, more often than good, because hey, that's survival, that our understanding was that as long as trolls were human, they were at least playing a part. When we no longer know this fact, I'm not even sure we know the part we may still play. Line. Undead may be a bit wrong here, but what might be a better fit is that of the golem. Not Lord of the Rings, mind you, but an amalgam of various things brought together and then awoken. Think Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. While not living, it is made from the scraps of once what had been. Mary Shelley knew how to write a monster as a hero. Never gave him a proper name, though. Let us not forget, naming is an important skill. My take here has been that AI chatbots have been training on us for about the last 10-15 years. The Cloudflare article that just came out admits to it for about the past 5. Yeah, I'm thinking 15 doesn't sound so far off. Now, it would be easy to look at this as a bad thing, but I'm not here to do easy. That's what my 20s were for. We have our playbook right in front of us, so let's line up. Not with silver, though. Never been impressed with it. Werewolves are not nearly the problem I think we all thought they'd be. You're welcome for that, by the way. That was my 30s. Gold is tacky. Personally, I hate the look. No, instead, I'm going to pull some platinum lining on this turd and see what comes up with some clean water. Drink up. In an ever-heating up world, we're going to need it. Okay, now, if 52% of the internet is basically bots at this point, and even by big tech's admission, we should not even be at this benchmark till the end of next year. Hurrah! Winning. Sure is tiring, isn't it? Anyway, if I look at this and then think how truly toxic the internet's been for, let's be generous here and say the last 9-10 years, then perhaps the world as we have been shown isn't just wrong. It's been intentionally lying every stupid step of the way. Well, what could ever be the motive here? To create bots who would simply exist to cause animosity. I mean, aside from time on platform, free training data, added engagement through bot farm networks, and the good old money and new old Bitcoin, yeah, that seems like a bit much, no? Well, from where I hail from, we call that a good old-fashioned cluster. A bang of a gang, if you will. Now that we're all post about this news, and we've all had a little time for some clarity, my only thought here is, nuts. There is opportunity here, though. The lining is this. The world we've been convinced it is not so. Women and men don't actually hate each other to the degree we've been digitally spoon-fed this whole time. Though the impact, well, can't be more crystal here. It's in the declining global birth rate. Remember, boys and girls, the unintended consequences are ever more than anyone trying to make money off an idea ever calculates. Half the people you've talked to in the past decade were not human. You just don't get to know which half. I have repeated this no less than 3 times in other episodes. Look who's marginally less crazy than he may first appear. I'm aware of what it is to be considered sane, and I also know that crazy don't mean wrong. The government watching your every move, an internet of things and not people? Aliens are real? Anyone? Bueller? People are good. That's my claim, my belief, my mantra. I have another one as well. Rock bottom is a lie, and it can always get worse. Ergo, you need to appreciate today. We all do. Doomer mind helps no one. Assuming you know anything will close you off to learning what's beneath that first layer. Time travel's real. Goes back to us burying the bones. The capsule of truth in the dirt from the ancestors. With love. We are today creating a digital time capsule. Now that we're less than half the traffic here, maybe it's time we took the capsule back. The long view requires that we play the game as if the second half is all that still matters. And as it stands now, we're down by a few. And what we do in the locker room during half, that's the real game. Scratch that. This is no game. This is a fight for the internet to be more inter, much less net. How do we fight a ghost? A ghoul, a goblin, or a monster? I don't know. But what I can tell you is this. We are who make the graveyard, and we get to decide what goes on the headstone. We guard against the other by being more human than we've ever been. I'm talking here of a radical redesign of good faith, of trying to understand the other side. The greatest lesson debate ever taught me was this. To truly understand something, you got to be able to view it from all the sides. Depth requires temerity, to dig in the dirt, to get into the muck and the mire. We've got to get more dirty. The mud isn't just good for the skin. It also protects you from the burning heat of light. That big ball of fire in the sky that's currently blinding my eyes really is the best disinfectant out there. Who doesn't love a good tan? Well, that about wraps up this one. As always, thanks for your time. Get good rest. Remember to hydrate. Consume something green if you can. Make good choices. And don't die. We and we alone, as people, bury our dead. Done for both the living and the future.